Yo, what's good, triumphant warriors? Welcome back to the channel. You already know it's your boy Coach Clifford, and today we're gonna dive into some real talk that most coaches won't touch. Forgive me for sounding like a trash can. I'm not feeling too good today, but this is how we're gonna kickstart it. How your health impacts your leadership presence, and how it affects your confidence and how you show up in rooms that matter if you're a busy professional. Whether you're a CEO, executive, manager, or someone climbing the leadership ladder. If you're not taking care of your body, you're leaving performance on the table. Period. Alright, so here's the thing. I'm not just gonna call out the problems. I'm gonna give you the solutions as well. Real actionable steps that busy professionals use to transform their physique and reclaim their energy and step into the leaders they're always meant to be. So let's lock in. This one is gonna hit different though, and it might just change your life. Let me ask you something real quick. You walk into a gym and you see two trainers. Trainer number one, a nice personality, friendly and approachable, but is overweight, out of shape. Trainer number two, shredded, looking fit, clearly practices exactly what he preaches. Maybe he's a little rough around the edges, but his body is the living proof. Be honest now. Who are you choosing? You're gonna choose trainer number two every single time. Why? Because our trainer represents what he teaches. His body is the proof of the process. No. Here's where it gets real. If you're a leader and you're not taking care of your health, you're sending messages, whether you're meant to or not. And more importantly, how you feel about yourself. It shows up in every meeting, every presentation, every leadership moment. So the question isn't just what do people think? The question is, how do you feel when you step into the room? Look, I work with busy professionals every single day. I'm on sales calls with them, listening to their stories. Right? I work with Air Force officers, school district leaders, high-level social workers, pharmacists, nurse practitioners, entrepreneurs, you name it. And you know what I hear on every single discovery call? I don't feel confident in my own skin. I feel like I'm not respected. And it shows. That lack of self-esteem shows because you're overweight. And even though they have the title, even though they have the authority, even though they know their stuff and are elite at their jobs, there's this nagging feeling in the back of their mind. It always shows up, tells them they're not showing up as their best selves. And it's because they don't love their physiques, or at least they don't love it as much as they should. So you see that feeling? It bleeds into everything. Presentations, leadership meetings, social events, all the social situations. I don't know if y'all ever noticed, but sometimes the most accomplished person in a room is often the most self-conscious, especially if they're not in shape or they're not in the best health. They always try to overcompensate. It's like when you're outside, right? And you're trying to talk to a body and she got a big friend. The big friend always try to separate the friend, all right? Or they want to be at the center of attention. So they'll be making jokes about themselves because deep down they're trying to distract from what they really feel, that insecurity. So I'm not saying the the CEOs or the professionals like that, but it's kind of in the same situation. So they try to compensate for how they feel. And people can feel it. You can tell when someone is trying to overcompensate. It's cringy. Here's the reality. People might respect the title, but when you don't respect yourself, that energy shows. When you're self-conscious, when you don't feel good in your own skin, that energy radiates. Just like confidence radiates. And in leadership, energy is everything. Your presence, your conviction, your ability to inspire, and your ability to command a room. It all starts with how you feel about you. Yeah. So let's talk about what ignoring your health really costs you. You can buy the best suit, the best watch, the best cars. But if you don't love the body you're in, that confidence is surface level. It's temporary. You see, real confidence, real presence, that comes from within. It comes from you respecting yourself enough to take care of your health. It comes from you looking in the mirror and being proud of what you see, who you see. You see, when you're neglecting your physical health, you're dealing with it. You're dealing with brain fog, constant fatigue, low energy, sluggishness, poor recovery. All of that makes you less effective at your job. But when you're in the best shape of your life, everything becomes easier. Your work becomes more efficient. Your presence becomes more commanding. You show up with real confidence, not fake bravado. You look the part, you feel the part, you execute. And people, your staff, they feel that and they respect that. You're not just managing the title anymore. You're leading from a place of strength, clarity, and genuine self-belief. Alright, so let me tell you about one of my clients. Just an example. My client, Anissa, a school district leader out in Texas, responsible for major programs. Smart as hell, passionate about her work. But you see, when Anissa came to me, she wasn't just struggling with her weight. She was struggling with her presence. She told me she felt timid in her leadership role, self-conscious when presenting, shaky when she had to command a room. She knew she was qualified. She knew she deserved to be there, but she didn't feel it. And that self-doubt, it was holding her back from stepping into the leader she was always capable of being. So when we got to work, over the next several months, Anissa lost 75 pounds. Yes, you heard that, 75 pounds. But here's the most important part. It's not just the numbers. She got stronger, more defined, and more energized. Her entire stature changed. Now when you see Anissa walk into a room in a suit, you know she's a leader, right off the bat. She has this presence about her, this mix of authority and warmth, just stern and playful. It's very magnetic, it's compelling. People just want to follow her. And here's a kicker. Just the other day, Anissa was featured on a major platform in Texas. She's leading the initiative to provide proper nutrition to underprivileged kids, right, in her district. She's doing great, making sure that all the children, right, is getting the nutrition they need. She was on TV doing an interview the other day, representing her organization at the highest level. Now imagine if she was still where she was before. Still timid, still self-conscious, still hiding, still in an unhealthy body where she couldn't put in the energy her work demanded. Running between meetings, managing her staff, covering more grounds, leading with clarity. Could she have done it? Maybe. Well, I'm not doubting her. She could have gotten there, but healthy made it 100 times better. Being healthy made it 1,000 times better in my opinion. So everything becomes more efficient when you're healthier. No, her staff respects her. Her peers respects her. But the most important part is she respects herself. She executes from a place of fun, true self-belief, and unshakable confidence. That's the transformation I'm talking about. So if you're watching this and you're in a similar position, maybe you're a busy professional, a manager, an executive, a supervisor, someone in a leadership position, or maybe you're just someone, a man or a woman, who's carrying the extra pounds and you want to lose some weight and make a change. I'm going to share with you exactly what helped Anissa complete her transformation. I'm going to give you the blueprint so you can apply this to your life and start making real changes, especially if you aspire to be in a leadership position and you want your presence to match your title and your talent. All right, so let's get into it. Okay, so here's the reality. You see, when you're an executive or a busy professional, your schedule is not going to be perfect. You don't have all the time in the world to live in the gym. You can't be tracking every single macro, prepping every meal like a bodybuilder, obsessing over every detail. And that's your number one constraint, time. So here's how we approach it with Anissa and how you can approach it too. Step 1, dial in your nutrition without making it complicated. So we made sure Anissa's schedule was airtight. All the time outside of work, we made sure her habits were airtight. But here's the key. There was no extreme restrictions. We didn't eliminate no food groups. We didn't make her life miserable. All we did was make sure that she always had healthy options on hand. Always have something healthy to eat available. Because when you're bouncing between meetings, you need something you can grab and go. It's all about protein first meals and simple snacks. So that can be protein bars, nuts, Greek yogurts, Edelman's, pre-made sandwiches, and also having a solid breakfast with protein and the right carbs. That's it. So we made sure she wasn't feeling sluggish after lunch. So we timed her carbs right so her energy would stay high throughout the day. That was step one. Fixing the diet without making it restrictive or too complicated. Step two. Increase your daily activity. So given that Anissa was sitting most of her time in meetings, at her desk or in her car, we had to make sure that she was getting enough activity in daily. And this doesn't mean running a marathon. It means getting up and moving between meetings, taking the stairs, walking during phone calls, hitting the daily step goals. The simple things. It's the small things that add up. Step 3. Strength training. This is non-negotiable. You cannot overlook strength training. This is where the real magic happens. We had Anissa doing 20 to 60 minutes workout 3 times per week. That's it. Her split was simple. Upper body day, lower body day, core plus cardio. And sometimes we throw in like a full body just so we can eat every muscle groups 2 times per week. We focus on compound movements, the exercise that give you the most bang for your bucks. So that were squats, deadlifts, presses, rows, plus some accessory workouts to maximize muscle growth and fat loss. She had 2 rest days and 1 active rest days. But sometimes she couldn't rest, bro, so she do most of the active rest days right through. And on the rest days, her diet was dialed in. No overeating, no random binges. Just locked in. Control the diet when she's not working out. And here's the best part. We still found time to fit in the meals she loved. Social events, she enjoyed those. She wanted to kick back and have a treat. We made room for it. There was no restriction. There was freedom within the structure. So once we got her schedule locked in, it becomes easy to follow through. The routine became seamless. She knew exactly what to eat, how much of it, what exercises to do, and when to do them, how to do them. She stepped into the gym with a plan, a clear, precise plan, no guesswork. And all the exercises were built meticulously to help her build strength, build muscle, and burn fat. All she had to do was manage her time and execute. And she did that consistently. Now, if this sounds a bit too complicated right now, I promise you it's not. You see, inside my program, the Triumph Fit program, we use this 3-step system that makes it all simple, sustainable, and it is designed specifically for busy professionals like you. If this is something you're interested in, go down to the description right now and click the link. Book yourself a free consultation. We're gonna discuss where you are right now, what's holding you back, your schedule and how much time you actually have, where you want to go, and I'm gonna give you the game plan to get you there. I'm gonna walk you through exactly how easy it is to maximize your physique, boost your energy, and step into your leadership presence the way you deserve. This is your moment. You've got the title, you've got the talent. Now it's time for you to have the presence and the confidence. Now it is time for you to have the presence and the confidence to match. If you got value from this video, do me a favor. Drop a like and hit that subscribe button. Join the Triumphant Warrior community. We're building an army of people who refuse to settle, who show up, who do the work. If that's you, join the team. It's been your boy, Coach Cliff. I'll catch you in the next one.